as you can see, it's dark again. So dawn is in about 12-15 minutes, and we're going to get out of here. Here is Harrisville, Michigan. Beautiful little marina here, great staff, and we're going to head up to Rogers City, Michigan. It's a distance of about 70 miles. So we're going to get a jump on it today and enjoy the nice cool morning. I don't know, I think it's about 53 degrees. Anyway, I'm ready to go. Lines are loose tied. We just got to take the power off and start the engine. So let's go.
Check out all these mayflies that have made their way onto our boat in the night. They're also called fish flies, we learned at the Harbor Beach. But yeah, Sam says it's because they're fish food. But look at them. They are covered all over the front of the boat. Can you believe that? That is so nasty. Some are alive, some are dead. But I gotta get the mop here and clean all that stuff up before we go. Look. Beautiful, huh? I love this. I don't like getting up this early, but I love the view. Will do, you're looking good. Okay, you got it. Yep, all clear. Ooh, really dark. Beautiful, beautiful, and terrible, terrible. Look at all of this mess on the boat. And you know what? Maybe when we start going fast, they'll all fly off. But we have heard people since Ohio talk about the mayflies or fish flies, but we hadn't seen them to this extent. That's just, well, if we were fishermen, we would have bait for a very long time. Well, the sun is up. It is 5:59. It's right on time. Beautiful morning. We left about 5:23 this morning, right at dawn. And there is nothing like seeing the sunrise. So beautiful on the water. This video does not do it justice. You know how it's like. I guess maybe we should get some better equipment, but it's still beautiful. Sam just left me in charge up here, and he is down in the engine room. See his legs there? He is continuing to monitor the engine room on a regular basis since we had our engine fixed and oil change and that kind of thing. He has his flashlight down there, and he is checking out what's what. We have our headsets on. Ooh, look at that. What are you checking there, Sam? Can you hear me? Okay. I see you checking. You're real close to the cameras. Wonder what you're looking at. What are you looking at? Yeah, he's checking for leaks. He said everything's looking good. That's great, great news. Got his flashlight looking under that engine that gave us some trouble. And we are moving on. Sure. Forward bilge pump on. That the only one? Okay. Okay. He wants me to leave that on. Look at Lake Huron this morning. It's really, really beautiful. There were several loopers that we ran into. Had dogtails last night at Harrisville, the marina there. We haven't traveled or been around people in such a long time. It was nice, refreshing, and good to be around some other loopers. Turn off? Okay, turning off the forward bilge pump. Sam's talking to me in the headset, so he's coming up. Water's still flat, just like we like it. And look what's happening out here in the back. We can see the engine room fine. But when it flips to the dinghy, look what's happening with our back camera.
That's a Mayfly, I think, clinging to life on there. Have to be cleaning the boat off.
So many of them have died on the boats, and some are clinging to life. It looks like that one on the camera is trying to hang on.
I just cannot believe this lake is like glass. I mean, we have been up on plane for over an hour, and out here you see a lighthouse out there at our, I guess 10 o'clock. That is called Middle Island out there, and we are rounding the bend, heading westerly here, northwesterly, toward Rogers City. As we sit out here and we look at this wilderness and everything, we really feel very fortunate to be able to do the Great Loop, and blessed, and hope that you are able to do this and see some of the wonders that we have seen. Just miles and miles of just, this natural preserve that's out here. Anyway, a little bit about the Great Lakes. 5 Great Lakes, and I think we all learned in grade school how to remember the Great Lakes. Holmes, H-O-M-E-S, Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and Superior. So which is the greatest of the Great Lakes? And so when you look at some of the stats for the Great Lakes, you might see different stats. So I'm going to put in the description, or Rev will put in the description below, as what I've used, the Encyclopedia Britannica Online, and also the EPA. So what is the greatest of the Great Lakes? By surface volume, just the surface volume of the water is obviously Superior, and from there it goes to Lake Huron, which we are on Lake Huron, so the second of the greatest of the Great Lakes, so to speak. And then it's Michigan, and from there it's Lake Erie, and then Lake Ontario. But now if you also look at what holds the most water, well, that's a function of how deep are they. So you can go on and those stats will be there to see which is the deepest. And it's broken down into average depth and maximum depth. So when we look at what holds the most water volume, then it is Superior, Huron, Michigan, and then Ontario, because Lake Erie is last because it's the shallowest of the lakes. So hopefully that makes some sense to you. Now they all drain in, with the exception of Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan drains into the Illinois River and downstream for the most part. But Lake Superior will drain into Lake Huron via the St. Mary's River, and then Lake Huron drains into Lake Erie, and Lake Erie drains into Lake Ontario via the Niagara Escarpment and the Wella Canal, and then out into the St. Lawrence River. So just kind of a big picture thing with the Great Lakes, but if you want more on it, you can go to those links in the description and read all about it. So we are approaching Stoneport Harbor on our port side there, and all this along this coast here, sand, gravel, stone, all loaded up on freighters. That freighter there, zoomed in on the AIS signal, is the Arthur and Anderson, big ship, and it's about, it says 234 meters, so whatever that is in feet, probably close to 700 feet. And along the whole area here, just dotted with places where they're doing mining and those types of things.
We have been traveling about 4.5 hours and the water is still flat. I always ask Sam what the wave situation is going to be before we go on a trip, and he said the passage weather, windy, and I'm forgetting one of them. Huh?
Predict wind.
And predict wind. Those are the 3 apps that he checked. All 3 said that the wave action today was 0 feet. I love 0 feet. That's my favorite report. So anyway, you can see what 0 feet on Lake Huron looks like. Sam is maneuvering his way between the red and the green here to get into Rogers City Harbor Marina. And you see a green fence up there. It's just on the other side of all those rocks. That is the breakwater. The water is beautiful. Oh, I gotta show it to you right now because it's just crazy beautiful. It's clear, green. You can see the rocks down below. It's so pretty up here. We have never been to Rogers City, Michigan before, so we are looking forward to our visit. At this point, we're only planning to stay one night, but we'll cram everything we can into this one day. Going around the curves here, rocks on both sides. Sam's taking it nice and slow. But, oh my goodness, it's just the same water that you can see all the way down, 10 feet down. It's just a unexpected, beautiful surprise. We're going to the fuel dock first, fill up these thirsty tanks, and then we will be going to our slip. Marina is on the other side of those rocks right there. You can see the sailboat masts headed that way shortly. Sam, this is kind of a maze, isn't it? I mean, we have twisted and turned. Oh, I can see fish down there. That would be easy fishing right here. Sailboat with a burnt orange mast. Oh, the flag over there. Yeah, I see a windsock. That's the fuel dock. Okay, that's where we're headed. Guy's waiting at the fuel dock for us, so I'm gonna go get in position. So there he is, the man of the hour, cleaning the top of the boat. I'm really proud and impressed right now because he is afraid of heights and he is on the highest top part of the boat. There he is, up on top of the boat, because you tell me, since nobody can see the top of the boat, we are wasting precious quality time together because this is his priority to wash the top of the boat that nobody will ever see. When we sell this boat, how many people do you think are going to say, well, I need to see the condition of the top of the boat before I buy this boat? Anyway, we may or may not have a difference of opinion about priority washing down the boat from all the bugs that we've had. Anyway, fun things you do while you're in the slip.
We got the boat cleaned up and it's spick and span, and thanks for coming along on this journey from Harrisville, Michigan up to Rogers City, Michigan, a distance of about 70 miles, and we are trying to position ourselves for a trip into Lake Superior. So we'll see how that goes.